Hi, I'm Rachel Taylor Siegel.
And I'm Amy Taylor Alpers, and we're from the Pilates Center in Boulder, Colorado. And we're here to introduce you to our new center line of equipment that we've made with Balanced Body, and we're going to talk about the Cadillac. And we're going to give a lot of the distinctions about what makes this unique, and also how this is a classical piece in terms of enabling people to perform the exercises that are in the classical repertoire. So we're going to start at this end, and we're going to talk a little bit about the push-through bar. We've elected to go with the wood, which has a beautiful feel to it. It feels very nice in your hands. It's got a beautiful finish. And we also elected to go with this four-sided bar because it creates a sense of relationship to the spring that is quite unique. And also we did elect to go with two springs at this end, because one of the really nice things about this bar is that it is a little extra wide, and for so many of our clients today, we really find that the old bars were a little narrow and a little bit too tight for a lot of our really, really tight clients, and also slightly more developed upper body clients. So we have taken two springs down here to enable that to remain balanced. And we have up on top, for more of the push-through work from the spring above, elected to have two different tensions of springs, so you could have a little more variety to work with different calibers of strength and flexibility with your clients. And another change that we've done is to go with the fabric safety strap, because it's stronger and it's quieter. What else about this end? I think we're good. We also have cut this back down to a kind of a more human size, which the original equipment was a little bit smaller, so this enables, from a teaching perspective, to be able to reach the equipment a little more effectively, and also allows for the student using the equipment for certain of the exercises and having the bar be really where you need it to be.
And one more thing about the height of the Cadillac that we chose is that when you're standing as a practitioner up on the bed of the Cadillac and you're holding on to the parallel bars for exercises like the hanging down and the hanging up, that placement of your hands near your shoulders is really, really valuable. And so you'll feel that better with this height in relationship to not only the floor, but in relationship to the bed of the Cadillac. And so in the breathing bar, we have a lighter spring than most Balanced Body Cadillacs have, so that will give you a sense of the resiliency of the spring in your body when you're doing things like the hanging down or some of the ballet stretches. And the strap at the bottom is a little bit longer, so that if you're doing kneeling front splits, you can, it's more accessible for you. And when you're doing the breathing exercise, the length of it and the width of it is really great for the hips, the strong hip placement and pressing out of the legs against the breathing bar. Oops. And then every Cadillac will come with a belt, which is used underneath the foot for when you do side leg springs assisted or any of the side leg springs. And so that'll be great, and you can move it forward and backwards. And at the end of the Cadillac, there'll be a foot strap, so that if you're doing mat up here, you'll be able to have a foot strap for the roll up and for neck pull. One of the great things about this particular centerline Cadillac is that based on Joe Pilates' very strongly stated belief about how his work enters the human body, is how the springs are to be used as extra muscles. And as such, they need to be resilient, the way our muscles should be, and strong, but not so strong that they bully us, or so weak that we can bully them. And so the springs for this Cadillac have been newly engineered specifically for our desires to facilitate that effect in the body, and it's very, very wonderful. So you have that on the arm springs, the leg springs, the roll down bar springs, etc. There's a vertical sliding bar that moves up and down that gives you all kinds of options for how high for hips off leg springs, for supine leg springs, for arm springs supine, and there are also notches in the inside of the pole system that help guide you to return to the place that you liked best, so you're not guessing, but you have those road map signs. And the roll down bar we chose really specifically because of its width, same uniformity with the springs hooking at the very ends, and the bar is stabilized inside of their springs, and so that's going to really help when you do exercises like colitis or water wheel, where you don't want that bar to be sliding around underneath your knees, for example. It's always kind of a scary moment for clients. So now we can be much more assured that our clients will be able to hold that bar stable because it does not swivel. We swivel instead.
Right.
So we think that the Cadillac is absolutely fabulous and does everything that it should do. And we're very excited to share it with you.